What makes a pop song a pop song? Released in either 1929 or 1931, this tune we just heard, March of the Black Cats, or 乌猫行进曲, is widely considered Taiwan's first pop song, since it was the first to explicitly have pop song printed on its label. But some discredit it because it actually failed to become popular. It was definitely a new form of music that record companies were trying to promote, pairing original Taiwanese opera-style songs with Western instrumentation. If we're judging by popularity, the first smash hit to take the then Japanese colony by storm was definitely The Peach Girl, or 桃花泣血记, which, unexpectedly, in today's terms, went viral in March 1932. It was the Taiwanese-language theme song for the Chinese silent film of the same name, starring Shanghai icon Luan Lingyu. In accordance to the plot, the song delivered a progressive message for its time, promoting freedom of marriage and urging parents not to meddle in their children's love life, warning that doing so could lead to tragedy. Welcome back to Taiwan in Time on YouTube. For those who don't know, Taiwan in Time is a historical feature published every Sunday in the Taipei Times that is now entering its 10th year. I'm the writer Han Zheng, and I'll be bringing to you some of the lesser-known and more intriguing stories from Taiwan's past. Let's first go back to 1898, when the first report of recorded music in Taiwan appeared in the Taiwan Nichi Shimpo newspaper. According to this report, a man from China had arrived in Taipei's commercial center of Dadaocheng to put on a traditional music performance. The show began, and the audience was astonished as there was sound but no performers. The reporter surmised that it must have been a gramophone, which was invented just 10 years earlier and now was being manufactured in Japan. The first Taiwanese music records were made in 1914, when gramophone company Nipponophone invited 15 Taiwanese musicians from Hsinchu to record in Tokyo. And while the bulk of the material consisted of traditional Hakka 8-tone and tea harvesting songs, there were also other Nanguan, Beiguan, and Gezai opera numbers that covered the range of Taiwanese music at that time. Presumably due to lack of commercial success and also World War I, no more recordings were made for the next 12 years, but as gramophones became increasingly available in Taiwan during the late 1920s, Nipponophone decided to give it another shot. By that time it had affiliated itself with the US-based Columbia Gramophone Company and began releasing records using the brand name and the Magic Notes logo. Columbia Records' Taiwan director Kashino Shojiro knew that they had to appeal to local tastes, so he closely studied all forms of existing Taiwanese music and theater styles. In May of 1926, the record company gathered local musicians for a multi-day live recording session at 2 banquet halls in Taipei. This is considered the first commercial recording effort in Taiwan. As industry competition heated up, record labels were eager to experiment to stand out. March of the Black Cats, sung by traditional performer Chou Can, employed Western instrumentation, rhythms, harmonization, and composition styles, fitting the idea of what is commonly considered a pop song in Taiwan today. While March of the Black Cats was intentionally crafted so it could become a pop hit, The Peach Girl was written solely for promotional purposes. At that time, for silent movies, theaters employed licensed Taiwanese-language narrators during screenings. The promoters then enlisted Peach Girl's principal narrator Zhan Tianma with penning its local theme song in collaboration with composer Wang Yunfeng. The song quickly caught on in part due to the movie's aggressive advertising tactics, including having a group of young women dressed as the film's characters parading through Taipei's busiest areas with a band playing the song. Seeing an opportunity, Columbia Records recorded and released the song with Taiwanese opera singer Chun Chun, or Sun Sun in Taiwanese, catapulting the company to the top of Taiwan's record industry. As such, some consider this to be Taiwan's true first pop song instead. Since the song was essentially an ad for the movie, the final lines were, "If you want to know what happens next, please watch The Peach Girl." And if you want to know more about Sun Sun's rise as the first Taiwanese pop star, stay tuned for our next feature. Alright, that's all I have for you today. Thank you so much for watching. And as usual, if you want to learn even more details about the story, please click on the link to the original article in the description. Alright, see you next time.